Good morning, everybody. So, I hope you're having a good weekend wherever you are. It's Sunday morning here, and I just had another sneezing fit, so I had to rush out and wash my face and blah blah blah. And then something went wrong here again. I couldn't get it to save the title, but I had to reboot it. But we're on time. It's only 4 minutes late. That's easy. Waiting for the thousands of people to turn up here. Everyone in France and Europe will be asleep at Sunday morning. So I just did a trip down to the supermarket, and the place is dead. Everyone's just quiet. And the minis are turning up here, actually. I just cruised past the Vendée Marina, and there's probably about, maybe 30 of the Class Mini 650s already lining up on the marina, getting ready for their mini has got some stabilized foilers where they can get up on the foil and hold it there and just I've been watching some of the bits. I nearly shared it across to the MGR site. It's pretty exciting when you see these guys. They're probably just cruising on 20 knots, 20, 25 knots or something, completely stable out of the water on their hull foils, and then there's a T foil on the rudders as well. It's insane. But it's exciting to watch. Makes me think, they're the Amoca versions of the minis, and we're not exactly the MGR is not exactly the GTR of the minis because they're still quite a conservative, modern little boat. But yeah, huge difference. And Dan's turned up, and Kerry's turned up, and Peela's on her way. We got we got the pre-notice from the manager, Tina, that she's on her way, which we can see. So all part of the fun. And you probably wonder what that little collage of photographs is here. What do you notice about these pictures? Oh, let me see. Oh, there's cockpit lee cloths. Oh, look at that with sponsors' names on. Oh, that's right. It's in the notice of race. Oh, that's right. Yeah. And look at all those flags and banners and lee cloths. They're fantastic. They support our sponsors that we don't have. In the GGR, we make a bit of money. People don't put their lee cloths on. Like I think there's a Zuku, and the first one they don't put them up. Big fines. And in the OGR, oh well, this is another one. See the little logo there behind? This is a mate of mine. There's a McIntyre Adventure. Look at that. That was on Jessica's boat. And in the GGR, jeepers, if they forget to put this lee cloth on, it's like lee cloths and flags, €1,500, and we lumped them with fines. Took a long time to get them conditioned about the idea of these lee cloths and flags. No matter what, we asked them to put them up going around Cape Horn, and they did, because again there was fines there, but they wanted to do it as well. For all the Cape Horn photographs, with the teams in the boats, we've got the lee cloths up, and it supports all our partners and so on. So, and we warned everyone in Thursday Island. We actually announced we would slap some fines on boats, but in the end, it got so ridiculous that they were all being borderline and blah blah blah. So we issue five lots of lee cloths for the boats to get around the world, and it's the responsibility of the entrants to fit them properly, and they're supposed to use shock cord and stuff so that they can be sort of supported with. If you put a hard cord on it and then you touch it, it'll just snap the eyelets. And if you do rip the corner eyelets out with shock cords where you can repair it, you just get duct tape and build up a duct tape patch over the lee cloth and then stick a hole through it, and you can keep it going. And generally, then if everyone runs out, then we can get them some new lee cloths. So, but the maintenance of the lee cloth is there, and we never worry if it's blowing 25, 30 knots or something. Then certainly pull it down. But obviously the big pressure is when entrants are coming in, they get tired, this, that, and the other. And there's any number of excuses they can use to say that, it was too dangerous, and it was too windy, and it was too this, that, and the other. But surprisingly, there's always a few in the bunch that make the effort and put it up. And so certainly when you get in, and it's calm again, and you've got the anchor down, this, that, and the other, then when we see pictures come back and there's no lee cloths, we say, cheapers, no need to, they could have easily put the lee cloths up for that one. And it's, why do we do it? We don't really have sponsors, Jane and I, and the entry fees and things like that are funding what goes on. everyone's really good, but it's a mindset. And I can see I'm going to have to start putting the screws in again to make sure everyone gets there. Why do we want them there if we don't have our partners? Well, we do have some little partners, and it's publicity. But the thing is, it's got to be a mindset. And if you see, and we're not professional, no one out there is professional racers, but if you watch all the other events like the Vendée Globe, the Class 40s, the Route de Rhum, the Class Mini 650s, it's a mindset. You do it to respect the event. And if you start just, she'll be right, blah, 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 whack. So the radar's on again, boys and girls. Just be careful. We saw some things we didn't like seeing. And thanks for those that do actually support and have the attitude to get it done. So now, are we on live here? Before I go to the bits here, we should be coming up here. I'm just checking because Jane's still in China. Yes, there we are, giving a lecture. Anyway, it's all really good and very exciting to see everyone starting to arrive. So let's go across to the tracker now that I've had my little bitch. It's a bit of sport in some ways. You're on the tracker. I'm on the tracker. And look at that. We've got 3 boats in there. I didn't actually open it up yesterday before I got off to show you the Anchorage, but Peeler's getting very close. Let's see if the timeline's right. 8 o'clock. Yep, that's cool. 8 o'clock. Yep, everyone's there. So that's pretty cool. And the weather looks really good for the back end of the fleet. Peeler's weather's picked up a bit. So Josh is doing 5.1, 121 mile day, past the magic 100. And 100, you kidding me? 146 for Ayrton. Okay. We had a chat early hours this morning. Ayrton sends me a photo. Oh, I'll show you the photo. I'll show you the photo now. It's Sunday. I can take my time. Hang on. Let me get on to Thingo. This will make you laugh. This will really make you laugh. Hang on. I'm coming to it. I'll put me back on the screen here. I got to do it now, otherwise I'll forget. So here we are. Here's Ayrton's photo that he sent me. I'll see if you can work out what that is. See that? That's the photo Ayrton sends me, and he just says, watching live Formula One. Lovely. So he was streaming the Formula One while he's going, and then I went back and laughed and gave him curry, so we had a bit of a chat. And he's just enjoying the ride, getting a bit lumpy. So anyway, back to the tracker. So in amongst all that, Ayrton has been racing hard by the look of it, doing 6 knots. That's flying for him, and 146 nautical miles, unless there's a glitch in the program, and you never know. So Jasmine, 5.5, 140. Wow, that's cool. So things are looking good here for all of them by the look of it. So Eric, Jasmine trying to catch Eric. Eric's done 129, so Jasmine's gained a bit, doing 5.2 knots. Christian looks like he's moving ahead. No, 131 mile day, 5.9 knots, looking okay. Doing pretty well back there. And Jacob, 5.5 and 125. So Ayrton might have nailed it this one. Adam, 129, 5.6. So Ayrton, you've cracked the top speed there at the moment. Let's have a look at what Peeler's doing. But 146, there must be a huge current there. Excuse me. Peeler, 140. Is that right? Yeah, 140. Ayrton, whoop, whoop. Speed of the day. Crikey. Doing 6 knots and probably got quite a nice sea running. Poor old Dan looked a bit of a mess when he got in. I thought it was funny. His hero shots were just 3 or 4 shots of him looking, her. So hard work, obviously, the last 30 hours. Okay, so that's pretty cool. How far has Peeler got to go? This was a position 15 minutes ago, and she's got about what have we got here? Boom, 45 miles to go, 46, so 9 hours, and that will put her in. Should put her in still in daylight, maybe. Although that's a fair. Where am I? In France? No, I've got to think about that. I'm on the other side, so I've got to think about that. She might be a nighttime arrival. Anyway, all looking good. So we'll just come back and we'll check out the weather and current for the rest of the boats. I'm fascinated to see how Ayrton cracked that. So we might go straight to the currents to see how hard and fast he is sailing. Look at that. There it is. Okay. He's got a pretty solid current there. So's Jasmine. That's 140. Ayrton's 146. I reckon he might have got as much as 20 miles in that. 20-mile boost on the current, because that's pretty solid. And back here it's a couple of knots, and so it might be actually still a knot and a half up here. So Josh is just about to come into it, so that'll be good. Eric's just about losing it up the top there. So that's what was happening, and the rest of them have just got a little bit of a boost. Maybe we're 10 miles a day or a little bit less even. So and what's it going to do going forward? And just push that forward a day. Ayrton's still in it for a bit. Josh is definitely going to get a kick. And the next day, pretty average. So it's better to have that than have that in the opposite direction. So they're all getting 5, 6, 7, 8 miles a day for free, which helps their daily average for the whole 5,000 miles from Vuda. So that's cool. We're back on the wind. I'll make it a little bit smaller, and let's just kick that through every 3 hours. There we go. Yeah, plenty of breeze coming for the rest of the fleet. Backing off a little bit for Peeler. So should get a bit of an easier run. The others have just got solid breeze all the way through the 9th. So there's the next 2, 3, 4 days. Yep, they're going to all have a solid run through to Cocos. So at least they'll be able to put their feet up soon. It was interesting to see what happened to Dan when he came to anchor, hooked up his rope around the keel, and then Renault was so close he could slack out his anchor line, go back and twist him around, which was pretty cool. Okay, I think I want to go right up and give you another peek at the Anchorage, just to show you what's going on. There's basically a finish line on this one to take their timeline on the sailing instructions. So they don't have to go into the final anchorage. There's a latitude line here just on the outside. So if the weather and conditions were too bad, they could actually come in, cross it, and then hang out again out here and wait until the weather got better to come in. So because I noticed yesterday Renault was anchored quite a long way out. You'd want to be as close as you can in the anchorage area where you're allowed. And it may move, but he's out here. There's a few other boats. You probably saw the video, 3 or 4 other boats in amongst the anchorage. And this beach is where it happens. There's composting toilets on shore and shun shelters and so on. This is this drift dive. It's called the Rip because it's a big current. You can get sucked out here and spat out into the ocean. And they say this is a magic dive along the back here. And if the weather's really good, not today, but if the breeze backs off and you can get out there reasonably safely, it could be pretty good. They've got plenty of dive operators there as well. There's the twice weekly ferry that comes in here. There's a little wharf, little jetty. That's probably it under this picture here. The ferry comes in, picks up the sailors, and takes them back to the main island, which is Home Island and all the rest of it. I forget what they call it now. I'll just come back and show you a brief trip. Here, you can see they're anchored right up over there. In fact, it's quite a distance. This is West Island. I thought one of those was maybe this one here's. Nope. Okay. So this is where the airstrip is, and the township is all along the edge here of the main part of the lagoon. So the distance from one side to the other, if we put that there and that there, there's a... there we go. That's where the ferry landing is, I think, just there. So it's around that's 5 miles nearly. So it's quite a distance, 5 miles across there. But they don't let you bring the boats down here. They want to keep all the boats up there. And you come across by ferry, little shops there, bits and pieces. I'm sure we'll see the pictures and photos once they clear customs. I haven't heard yet what's going on there, but all very good. Quite a nice place. So this is another little village here as well. So a few things they can do there. Okay, we're out of there. Come back here. And let's see, I'm here, so hit that. Boom. Okay, so there's Sunday. It's overcast here today. It's quite mild temperatures, but that's cool. John, not seeing the live on YouTube. Oh, don't tell me that. That's oh no, we've got YouTube people showing up, but hopefully they're seeing it. So a blood moon tonight. That's cool. It's overcast. Can't see a thing. I did see a little bit this morning. YouTube live now. Cool. Thanks, John. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and all that sort of stuff. So good stuff. Yep, that's cool. Okay, not a lot of action there. So I'll just check the updates from people here. What do we got here from Eric? We had one here from Eric. Yeah, it was the one from Josh Friday. Nothing from Josh at the moment, and there is something here from. I can't find it. Yeah. Manager Brendan Marsh. Here we go. Update Sunbear, day 19. Winds all over the place last night, 20 knots plus this morning, 3 metre swell, 134 nautical miles last 24 hours. All good. And he sent a little video clip, which I think Jane put up the other day. Okay, so that's it. They're all doing very well. I'm going to try and encourage them to give us some more information. Hopefully, interview a few of them while they're having their holiday in Cocos. Got a message from Nikki. Dan will be clearing customs in 2 hours. Cocos police gave him a pass and is having a dinner with Renault and French family. Cool, that's good because they're all on the radio. They've got constant listening on the radio. So I think the process is when they get in, they call them on the radio and say we've arrived, blah blah blah, and they're pretty relaxed, but nonetheless, good to see they're following procedures. So that's good, and I'll have to get myself into the swing of things, see what the time is there. I forget completely. All good. Yes, fun to be had for them, and we'll carry on here. I'll try to get this press release out. I've got to decide whether I want to wait until a few other things. But anyway, we'll see. So have a good weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'm actually going over to the UK now on Wednesday, so there won't be a report on Wednesday, and I might be able to report while I'm there. I leave on Sunday, so end of next week will be, but most of them will be in by then, so it's probably not a tracker update anyway. We'll see. Okay, thank you. Have fun. We'll see you tomorrow.